So on to the FA Trophy this week. It's been quite an intense period for you in the league, so is this quite nice to just have a step back from it for a week?
Yeah, I think so, yes. With the results not great, the last couple of weeks, it gives us a chance to take a breather. The point last week actually is probably more valuable now because of the result down at Dover in midweek, and it just gives us an opportunity to have a look at a couple of things for Saturday. We'll be going all out to try and win the game.
The results maybe not going your way, but how do you feel about the performances?
Well, largely very good. It's a difficult pitch to play on last week at Aldershot for both teams. I think both teams would have liked to have passed it a little bit better, but the conditions didn't help. With them having a game, the Chelsea under-23s the night before in bad weather really cut up the pitch badly. But it's not an excuse. You've got to adapt to every condition, and I think the second half we performed well and created a lot of opportunities to score. And another day, could well have won more than one game. With the amount of chances we created. But a point is a point away from home, and it's important not to lose.
We said about the intensity of the league. You're getting to the stage of the FA Trophy now where it's getting a little bit more serious with due respect to previous rounds. But do you still feel there's maybe not quite as much pressure on you just yet?
Oh no, I mean, ultimately the first aim is to try and do as well as possible in the league and finish as high as possible and see where we end up. And then obviously it's the trophy. But there's an opportunity for a team this year to, obviously two teams to visit Wembley, and you're not far off being in the last 16, and would dearly love to be one of those teams going to Wembley. And big game on Saturday. Eastleigh are a good team. They turned us over at their place, deservedly so. They were better than us on the day, and we'll have to certainly play better than we did on that occasion.
Certainly a tough draw for you at this stage of the competition, although obviously as you progress it does get harder.
Yeah, absolutely. But Darlington away, they were good opposition. They'd had a good run, beaten Solihull before that, and I thought that the lads played really well, and we'll be wanting similar kind of performance at home.
I know I don't expect you to give much away, but you made changes for that last round as far as your team's concerned. What are you sort of thinking about this weekend?
Yeah, similar. We will make a few changes. It's an opportunity for those lads that are chomping at the bit and training, and to show their true worth. And now it's on the back of a point from two games. They probably think there's, and quite rightly, there's light at the end of the tunnel for starting positions. And if they come and play really well on Saturday, it gives them every chance for the game against Yeovil.
How do you decide where to make those changes? Is it form? Is it giving players rest? Is it on merit? How do you decide?
Bit of everything, really. Some players do need a little breather, but let's not underestimate the opposition and the competition. We won't go in, with a really a team that's weakened. We'll be strong, and we'll aim to win the game 100%.
And it's giving that respect, like you say, to the opposition and the competition as well.
Yeah, all the lads who are playing on Saturday are full-time players, with us, and are valuable players to us. So it's good. I'm in a fortunate position that we can play any of the 18 players we've got at our disposal, and all of them are valid players for us in terms of starting positions. So it's good food for thought ahead of the game. But it's also an opportunity to rest one or two.
Now there's a new face come into the club this week. I'll let you pronounce his name because we've been taking second guesses, I think, since the announcer signing. Just explain a little bit about him.
Yeah, Maxim Coogan came on trial for a week last week, and I thought he did really well. Couldn't have done any more in the practice game against Sheffield Wednesday under-23s. Was particularly strong. Read the game well. And at only 22, looking at his frame and looking at his mindset, he's intelligent lad, did well at university, and while studying racked up over 100 games in the Irish League, Southern League, and he looks a good prospect.
Is he in contention then for this weekend?
If we get international clearance, he's very much in contention, and trained well again today, and the lad deserves a crack at full-time football, and hopefully this weekend we'll have that clearance through so he can play.
Were you looking for someone in that position, or was it just someone that caught your eye in that friendly?
To be honest, we've been looking all season just to add one more to the ranks, at the back there, and we didn't really want to just snatch at anyone in particular. He wanted someone who could grow with us and get better with us, so it had to be the right mindset, the right age, right athleticism, and it ticks quite a few boxes. But you know, it is a different level. It is, you know, no disrespect to the Irish League, it is another different level and a different place for him to play his football. So the challenge is there for him to rise to, but I'm sure he's got every chance of doing that.
And you've got a couple of players in on loan. I'm guessing they're coming to an end. One in particular, I think Owen Gallagher. I don't know whether it's this week or next week, but any thoughts or any movement on that at all?
I think, well, the decision is going to be made after Saturday. He did really well at Darlington. He's been unfortunate that the lads who started have done really well throughout the course of the last few weeks. So it'll be a decision between us, and not surprised, made after the game.